Every week I come into your life really to do three things: multiply life, multiply money, multiply your business. I'm out at the lodge and I just finished a Monster Producer session. I got Monster Nation Conference tomorrow through Saturday, and we just had a great session that I'm going to unpack for you, really about recommitment. So are there things in life? I'm going to bring up some things today in Super Coach that I want you to really think about what you believe, why you believe it, what you do, and how you need to recommit to certain things that you believe in every single day. I'm Coach Micheal Burt, and you're watching Super Coach.
Everybody needs a coach in life. Coaching businesses and entrepreneurs like you to spike an additional 40% to your bottom line. Micheal Burt is a multi-championship coach, best-selling author, trainer, motivator, and all-around super coach. Now, from the Greatness Factory Studios, this is Super Coach.
Hey guys, Coach Micheal Burt. How we doing, folks? Wednesday, September, 8th? 2021. If you're watching this on podcast or YouTube, my goal every week is to bring you a podcast where I break down concepts. We call that Super Coach. You can find all of my podcasts under America's Coach. Person of Interest, Flip the Switch, Super Coach. We repurpose those, put them out through YouTube, Instagram, everything. And what I do is like to bring some coaching, man, just to bring real value to you. And this morning we got into a great subject. We were talking about beliefs, how beliefs drive actions. Richest Man in Babylon, third paragraph, first page, I think says this: every action we take is driven by our thoughts. Our thoughts are no wiser than our understandings. It means you have small thoughts, you take small action, folks. But it really moved into a discussion about what do you believe at your core. And if you're running a company, what do you believe about staying small or going big? What do you believe about revenue and non-revenue producing activity? What do you believe about prospecting every day? What do you believe about follow-up? What do you believe about conflict? And so today, what happened in this course with the people who were in Monster Producer that went through this was, it was kind of ended up being a class about recommitment. As I was going through these big things a business should be doing, people are like, we're not doing that. We should be doing this. We need to recommit to this. We need to do this. So I'm going to ask you some key questions today to get you to think about what you believe, okay? Now, as a business coach, as you know, I started as a women's basketball coach, and my real unique ability is taking complicated concepts, deconstructing those concepts, and then packaging and delivering those concepts in a way that gets people to move or activates the prey drive. Shameless plug for the new book that's coming out in February called Flip the Switch. So my real skill set is taking concepts, deconstructing those, codifying, and then packaging, and then boom, delivering them in a way that gets you to move. So I start breaking down the whole concept of a business. For example, what do you believe is the purpose of a business? If you believe a business exists to produce customers and solve problems and generate profits and serve your life versus run your life, then let me ask you a question. Is your business doing those things? Is it producing customers? Is it generating profits? Is it serving your life? Is it serving a purpose in the world? Does it solve a problem for people, right? And if the purpose of a business is to produce a new customer, wouldn't it make sense that one of our beliefs needs to be that we spend 2 hours a day, every day, on nothing but new money generation? See, this is one of the biggest things I think you could recommit to. If you're telling me, look, I need to make more money, I need to grow my business, I'm going to ask you a very simple question. Do you believe in prospecting? Okay, I take vitamins every day from Hotze Health and Wellness Center. Those vitamins help me stay healthy. They help me prevent disease. They help me do a lot of things, have energy, right? And I am fanatical about taking those vitamins. I never miss a day without my vitamins, never. I believe prospecting in a business is like taking those vitamins. It is the most important thing you can do every single day to keep you healthy, wealthy, and wise. This is a core belief that I have. The purpose of the business is to produce new money, to produce a customer. We produce customers by prospecting, initiating, disarming, locating problems, and then offering compelling solutions to people, folks. I believe money changes hands when problems are solved. I believe when we know better, we do better. Now, because of my beliefs, I am committed, I want you to hear what I got to say about this, I'm committed to trying to generate new money every day. I do believe contacts equals contracts. I do believe networks equals net worth. I do believe money doesn't buy you freedom, skills buys you freedom. So I'm committed every day because of my belief. Purpose of the business is to produce a new customer. It is to translate a customer problem into a profit. Okay, it is to serve someone and help them transform their life in my business, right? Now, what's the purpose of Coca-Cola? I don't know, because, man, just to make money? Because it can't be good for you, right? It can't be a good product for you, but they make a lot of money. So what's the purpose of an Apple computer? Man, it makes life better, in my opinion. Okay, what's the purpose of Airbnb? Helps match people who need housing. What's the purpose of Uber? Match people who need a car with a car. So when you're thinking about the purpose of your business, do you believe that one of the number one things you need to recommit to is prospecting every day? Okay, so that's one core belief. Next core belief I think you need to recommit to is the follow-up. I believe that it takes 7 to 15 touches 80% of the time to convert a prospect to a client. I believe we live in a world of distraction, which means to pull apart. So I believe when a person indicates interest and raises their hand, they are interested in your product or service. It is up to you to follow up on that interest, to supply them with enough information to make a decision about that interest, and to service that customer. Now, once they become a client, I don't believe in customer service. Like, what? I believe in customer engagement. So I believe once a person becomes a client, you want to quickly move them to what's called a net promoter, where they are promoting you, are actively promoting you. And ultimately, if you get them to a much better place in their life, this deep transformational experience to where they become part of your top 25. So yesterday, because of my beliefs, on the way into Nashville, I was calling and engaging with some of our current clients, trying to help them get to a better place in their life, helping them decomplicate some of their confusions. I believe when you don't have a selling system, you have randomness in motion. So what we got to do is we got to say, hey, we're committed to this. Are you committed to culture? Are you committed and recommitted to running a real business? Are you committed to staying small or getting big? See, these are key questions you got to ask yourself, folks. So today's course was like, man, I thought I was teaching a course about beliefs and actions. What I ended up teaching was a course about recommitting to things you got to do to go pro. Now, we come back from the break. We're going to break down some more commitments I think you got to recommit to. I've recommitted to my health. I recommitted to working out at 5 a.m. in the morning. I recommitted to being in a gym. I've recommitted to, a lot of things that maybe I'd fallen off the wagon. See, I look at body, mind, heart, spirit. I need to recommit to my body. I need to recommit to my mind. I need to recommit to my heart. I need to recommit to my spirit. I need to recommit to things that I know are good for me and good for other people. We come back from the break. Coach Micheal Burt. Today you're watching Super Coach, weekly podcast I do. All mechanisms you can find this podcast. Today we're talking recommitment.
I got my VIP band on. We sold X number of tickets. We're selling a lot of tickets this Monster Nation conference in Nashville, Tennessee. This thing is going to be hot. My good buddy Brad Lee is going to be speaking. Doug Wood, Tia Wood, Brad Parnell, Jeannie Rocket. Listen, Cody Askins, 8% Nation. Folks, if you haven't got your ticket, what are you doing? Because one of my 5 things I'm going to talk about today is how to get in the room. Connections and exposure. That's how you get rich, folks. You get around people who's got money. And then you follow up with those people and solve a problem for them.
Welcome back to Super Coach, folks. Wednesday morning, I'm at the lodge. I just finished Monster Producer, and man, what a great session we had this morning. Lively, on fire. People showed up to get coaching. And like I said, the course was about really what you believe and what you do as a result of your beliefs. And I tried to show that every action you take is driven by what you believe. And then we got into some of my core beliefs. I believe when you have conflict, you need to deal with that conflict fast. I believe in win-win or no deal. I believe that most people don't want to quit something. They just have become disengaged with something. I believe that I don't believe in customer service. I believe in customer engagement. So what's your strategy to engage with people? I believe every satisfied person should be worth 5.7 referrals over the lifetime of the consumer. So when you're thinking about these concepts, they drive the actions that you take in a day. I believe where there's no top line, there's no bottom line, folks. I believe a good, healthy business shows a profit. I believe you can take excess cash and put it into assets. Purchase of assets, not liabilities. See, these are things I believe at my core. Now, when decisions come up during the day, because I am clear in my beliefs, boom, I can take an action. Boom, I can take an action. Boom, I don't have to think about it. I don't have to think about this word decide, which means to kill off, because I've already made a decision on what I believe. So let's just go through some core beliefs that I have, and I want you to work through these. Number one, do you believe you need to activate and reactivate your prey drive every day? I do. I believe you get tired, frustrated, distracted, lazy, complacent, bored. You got to find ways to activate, reactivate your prey drive. Thank goodness I'm writing a book on that that's coming out in February, folks, through McGraw-Hill, all the bookstores, all the airports, all around the world. Number two, I believe you need to learn how to explain your value in a world-class way. You need to know what you believe, why you believe it, what you do, how you do it different. I believe that a lead is nothing more than an opportunity. I believe we can create opportunity, create leads. I believe in attracting business versus chasing business. I believe we can attract leads. We attract about 3,000 leads every 90 days. I believe in going 7 to 15 touches in the follow-up. I believe in engaging with clients to get 6 referrals out of every deal. And I believe that your biggest problem truly is not that you're not good, it's just that not enough people know who you are. So I believe a good business has got to learn how to market and promote. Now, because of these beliefs, these are core things I believe. If you're running a culture or building a company, you got to put these things into your people over and over and over and over. And every time they fall out of alignment with your beliefs, you got to reorient. I saw one of our monsters here today, and his whole team was here. It's like, y'all hearing this? You listen to this? You listen to this? You listen to this? Right? It's like, hey, we need to recommit, man. We've gotten lazy. We've gotten complacent. We've fallen off the wagon. The word complacent means to gradually settle. The word contract means to crouch down in fear. So, because of these beliefs, I believe when in doubt, take an action. I believe when you don't have anybody to call one of your current clients and engage with them and get them to a better place. You see, these are core beliefs I have. And if you're not clear in your beliefs, man, you have randomness, you have confusion all day long. You get involved in low value activity that really doesn't move the needle. What moves the needle is high value activity moving you toward a dominant aspiration, which is some tangible number. My number's 25,000 a day. Every action we take is trying to drive toward that number. So if you're out there and you're watching this today, I would love for you to type in the comments, whether if you're watching on YouTube, you're watching on Facebook or Instagram, wherever you watch or listen, man, what do you need to recommit to? What do you need to recommit to? What do you need to recommit your culture to? What do you need to recommit personally to? Okay, you may need to recommit to your marriage. You may need to recommit to your kids. You may need to recommit to running the business. I don't know what it is for you in your life, right? But you most likely started with good intention, fell off the wagon, and now it's time to ante back up again as we come down the home stretch, right? And I'll close with this. Guys, I got the Monster Nation conference that's coming up over the next few days. Tomorrow here at the Lodge with the Obsessed members, and then Friday and Saturday at the Clementine. We still got tickets available if you want to come to that. Here's one belief I have, man. You need to recommit to your learning. You need to recommit to getting in the room with big-time people. You need to recommit to skilling up, because money doesn't buy you freedom, skills buys you freedom. You need to recommit to exposure to activate your prey drive. You need to recommit to being around people who are doing big things. There's no way, I was telling my team this yesterday, there's no way you can come spend 3 days with us around these people and look at the totality of the experience and not walk away thinking bigger. There's just no way. But for the people who said, well, I got to go to Nashville. Well, I got to get on a plane. Well, folks, there's a cost to everything. But there's a big cost to inaction in your life. There's a big cost to not doing things you got to do. There's a whole list of things I know I got to do. There's a whole list of decisions I know I need to make. There's a whole list of moves I know I need to do. Man, I need to recommit to doing this, okay? A few years ago, I was on an airplane. I was incredibly frustrated, probably a Southwest plane, I'm guessing. And I pulled out a notepad. I said, man, here's all the things I'm tired of talking about, thinking about, sleeping on, worrying about, telling my wife I'm going to do, complaining about. These are all the things I'm tired of messing around with, except I didn't write messing on my piece of paper. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of effing around with these things. I'm sick of it, man. And I'm making some freaking decisions to recommit to these things, okay? Challenging you, man. If you're out there and you're listening to me, one of the worst things that can happen. I had a guy here today said, man, I've been easy, I've gotten lazy. No, it's the difference between being lazy and being complacent. Lazy people want to lay on the couch and do nothing. Complacent people are successful, but they get away from doing things they used to do to be successful. Like I got away from going to the gym every morning. I got away from doing this. I've gotten a little complacent. I'm not lazy, but I'm a little complacent. That's what this dude was saying, man. He's like, man, this class always wakes me up. It always gets me going. It always pushes me to another level. It always gets my mind thinking. What it really does, man, is it always activates your prey drive, okay? So I encourage you, Monster Nation, we still got tickets. Call my office, email in, let Eric White know. We can get you in the room. We can get you in the room with some of the best people in the world. I encourage you, man. This will be a game changer for you. Don't regret not making this decision to come and spend time probably with about 150 people, and I think they're going to be quality people. The speaker's going to be incredible. So let's commit and let's see it through to its logical conclusion. I'm Coach Micheal Burt. Every week, I try to bring you a super coach unless I'm on the road. Every week, I bring you something of value to try to advance your life down the field, man. I believe everybody needs a good coach in life, super coach. It's my way to coach through podcasts to people all over the world. So have a great day. Everybody needs a coach. I'll see you at Monster Nation.
I'm going to say something very controversial here. And this is actually a chapter of my next book, chapter 3. You hear a lot of people talk about find your why. Find your why. You got to find your why. Simon Sinek wrote a great book, sold millions of copies, called Start With Why. Okay? Only to figure out that people didn't know their why, so I had to come back and write Find Your Why. Well, the third chapter of my new book is called Screw Your Why. And you say, why? And I'm going to tell you why. I have been coaching people for 28 years. I do not believe you sit in a room and find your purpose and then go do something big in the world. I believe your purpose finds you when you are in the pursuit of something bigger.